Welcome to Frisco, Texas. It is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the American, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Rutgers offense will take the field first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Troy's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. Tackled there by the defense. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build this. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. On the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's going to take off. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Scarlet Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Jones to throw. Sets up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on 1st down getting a sack. Now I put them in a predictable 2nd down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
Under fire. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the 2nd play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Spears. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Trojans are on the move. He'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation in this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. The defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
They booted away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. They'll line up for a second down play. Jones wants to throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Got his man! And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He breaks a tackle. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Second down coming up. Now the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He caught it! And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Pressure coming. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jones to throw. Finds a man on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 45. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Eakin.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got the back over the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense set for a 1st down play. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. On 1st and 10 from the 38. The pull and throw off the RPO.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. The defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Touchdown, Troy! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or place some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Frisco Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Send the tight end in motion. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This offense starts deep in a hole. Motion from the wideout. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Holds and fires complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin. And they're able to make the tackle. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And back to the air on second down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Touchdown Trojan. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Ready to try the point after. Point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Jones to throw. Quickly complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The kick is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds some fresh air. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. Power football with the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He'll pull it on the read. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Coming out with it, it's Campbell. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Campbell. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. They march to the red zone, and here they go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw again. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Balls and fired complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Spears. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Snags it. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best two-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a 2-point try to tie the game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Incomplete. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.